Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina, and in today's video, I'm so excited to share with you the Homesteading Mega Bundle Volume 2. So I want to print most of what's in this bundle. However, I know it's not realistic that I'm going to use it all anytime soon, so I am printing slowly. And I figured that I would share with you what I have printed so far, what I'm excited about, more of what's in the bundle, even if I don't have physical copies printed for you for everything. I have it linked down below in the description box so you can take your time to just like sift through and see everything that is in the bundle and also see the upgrade option. But what I'm so excited about is that these are resources that are the perfect things to use as learning resources for spring and summer. What I'm also excited about is the homesteading bundle is not one of these things that is super intense, like if you're a homesteader, this is the bundle for you. However, if you do homestead, there are probably resources in there that you will love. If you are not a homesteader and either you have zero interest in becoming one or you would like to become one in the future, there is something truly in here for everyone. So you'll have an opportunity to learn about homesteading alongside your children, and there are activities truly for every age, including us moms. So it's kind of a unique bundle because we have like the bundles that are specific to just learning resources for kids, and then we have bundles that are more like things for moms, and this one really has something for everybody, so it's pretty cool. So some of the resources are more geared towards kids, some are more geared towards adults, and then some are geared towards having something for everyone. So I'm going to talk to you about my resource that I contributed first because I really had a lot of fun putting this together. I feel like it was a great way to compile kind of lots of different things in one place, because I feel like I share a lot of different things because I'm passionate about a lot of different things, but one of the things that I'm really passionate about is holistic wellness. So I created the Non-Homesteader's Guide to Homesteading Skills and Holistic Living. So I truly could have just kept going and going and going, but I needed to stop somewhere, so I did. But this is all about like our journey of more holistic living and learning homesteading skills, even though we live on a small suburban lot. And so I talk about sourdough, and I talk about like how holistic living also includes like not stressing yourself out over stuff so much, but being informed and making wise choices and stuff like that. There are areas to journal and take notes for both you and your children. You could do this completely on your own. You could just use this as a guide, as a resource. You could go through it as like a unit with your kids and learn alongside one another. There are a lot of different ways that you can use this. So there's a section specifically about food. So about like at the grocery store, how you can shop more holistically. I talk about the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 to help you determine like what things are really worth spending the money on, organic versions of things, and what maybe is an area that you could possibly not buy organic and not be as big of a deal. I talk about gardening, and then there are areas for you guys to apply these skills at home. So going through and reading labels and looking at different things in your home and seeing what things are in there that maybe you don't want to have in the things that you're consuming. I talk a little bit about food preservation, and then the benefits of sourdough, and then all of my favorite sourdough recipes, including how to do a starter, how to make your own sourdough starter, are in here. These are the recipes I use on a daily basis. So my simple no-knead sourdough sandwich bread, artisan bread, sourdough pizza. And I am not like this sourdough guru that has like these really intricate, complicated recipes and steps and all those things, guys. I keep it really simple. So if you're the type of person who feels overwhelmed by it because you think it needs to be really complicated, I make sourdough something daily, and I get overwhelmed following some people who are sourdough experts because I'm like, that is just like too much for me. Like you will have me shying away from sourdough if I follow you too much. Anyway, sourdough bagels, healthy sourdough discard banana breakfast muffins. These are our favorite breakfast muffins. Sourdough crackers, and sourdough tortillas. So there's a whole section just on sourdough recipes. Then the next section is home care and personal care items, talking about how you can slowly ditch and switch items out to create like a less toxic environment in your home and in your body. I go over what ingredients to avoid in personal care products. This is a couple pages long. Then I go over what ingredients to avoid in home care products. I talk about air quality and water quality in your home. Of course, herbal remedies. I have links to many of my favorite herbal remedies in here, different curriculum resources that we've used along the way to learn some of these skills. Another place to apply what you've learned. And then ideas for like handcrafts, like candle making. Making your own natural cleaners. There's a few different recipes in here for that. And then more information about some of our favorite holistic things that we use in our home, and then a section to reflect and sort of journal about all of it. So that is the resource that I contributed, the Non-Homesteader's Guide to Homesteading Skills and Holistic Living. The other thing though, that is kind of like secretly in the bundle, is linked in here. So there is a link to my herbs and foraging guide, which you guys may remember. I created like just a little like herbs and foraging unit in a sense where you go through and you learn about herbs and foraging, your whole family, including you, using different books. So there's a book list, and then each person has their own little notebook. So there are a few different cover options. These are like the black and white that they can color. And then there's the colored version as well. And so I have one for each of my kids, and there are these different pages in here. Show you. This one's got like stuff all over it. Okay, so for the littler kids, they have coloring pages where they can focus on a specific letter and trace the letter. So it truly includes everyone. There are little tracing pages like this for like the next level up. They're just kind of tracing the word. There is a cursive version as well in the pack. So all of the different herbs that you learn about in this unit have a little page like that. I want to make sure there's nothing I'm forgetting in here. But yeah, it's super cute and a super fun way to engage. Like even your littlest kids can just kind of color and learn letters and stuff like that. And then older kids will have these pages where they're learning about, researching and learning about a specific herb or plant that can be used holistically in some way, either eaten or used as a tincture or something like that. And then there are also blank ones so that you can continue, you can print as many as you want and continue learning about herbs and foraging that way. And then there are also these adorable little Montessori 3-part cards that go along with all of the different herbs that are in the guide as well. So that is also included. That was in a previous bundle, so that is not a new product, but I thought it would be a great one to include along with my homesteading skills and holistic living guide. So you can continue to learn more about herbs and foraging if you're interested in that. The next thing that I'm most excited about, I printed out, look at how cute this little booklet is. This is from Ginny from 1,000 Hours Outside, and this is Flower Farming with Kids. And I immediately thought of my 8-year-old because she loves gardening, she loves flowers, but she also really loves to like do little stands and sell things like apple cider or like hot apple cider, cold apple cider, lemonade stands. Like she really does have kind of like that entrepreneurial way of thinking. And so I thought this was really, really cute. Look at, I love the size too. So I cut the pages and I cut my little spiral binding and stuff like that. And it's just adorable. I want to show you some of these pages. So Flower Farming with Kids. And there are all different ideas in here. So small business ideas, crafts and activities, the 5 W's, why, who, what, where, when. There's an introduction. And it's just so cute. So I feel like my 8-year-old is really gonna love this, and it's going to inspire us to grow more flowers. We have had minimal success with flowers, not consistent success with planting flowers, but we do it every year. And so I feel like this would kind of motivate us a little bit more and get her excited and kind of take some ownership over growing flowers, and then maybe even do like a flower stand or something and sell her flowers. So this is adorable. This was the very first thing I printed out other than my own guide. Next up, this is hysterical. This is just another example of the wide variety of things in this bundle. So you're going to find things in there about chickens and chicken coops and herbs and foraging. There are other herbs and foraging resources in the bundle. There is a upgrade that is specific to sourdough. So there is a mini bundle upgrade that is all about sourdough that also has information all the way from like littles doing like Montessori 3-part cards and matching and stuff like that, all the way up to like us learning as moms more about the science of sourdough. So it is a really, really amazing deal. It's going to be $40 once the bundle is over, and you can get it for just an extra $14 while the bundle is live, and the bundle is $25. So for $39, you can get the entire Homesteading Mega Bundle plus the sourdough bundle, the sourdough mini bundle. So it's really, really a great deal. So wide variety of things in there. I'm trying to remember some of the other things that are in there, but there's stuff about sewing, just learning all different homesteading skills. This one is a family lesson on poo. At first I was like, why? This is by Bonnie at Dwelling Logs, who I absolutely love. I've talked about her like briefly, but quite a few times, because she is the watercolor artist for Nature Study Club, which is by For the Love of Homeschooling, and she teaches the watercolor lesson each month. And so we do her watercolor tutorial each month, and we have been for like 2 years. So we love Bonnie, and she's so talented, and she always has really interesting units. And this time I just laughed and I'm like, why, Bonnie? But I chose, this is Bonnie. Yay, Bonnie. I chose to do it because I feel like my kids are going to get a kick out of it. But also, we are currently studying health in the physical body with the good and the beautiful. So I've shared that on some of my videos, that's one unit that we're currently doing. So this actually fits perfectly, but also takes it a step further to tie it in with homesteading, because you're actually learning the science of poo, and then you talk about composting and fertilizer and all of those things in here. So it's really, really interesting. Like, this has in-depth enough information to include high schoolers and adults. Like, I'm sure I'm going to learn from this. But like, and I just love her style. Like, she's not just a watercolor artist, but she also has amazing graphic design skills. So, you know, she's pretty amazing. So lots of information talking about the digestive system. Obviously, if you're talking about poo, you're talking about the digestive system. You're talking about the different functions of the different organs. And then there are these little cut and paste systems, digestive systems. So some hands-on activities. There's an artist study. Just for fun, English lit. A letter to a Royal Academy about farting by Benjamin Franklin. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Oh my goodness, I just noticed that. I didn't see that before when I was printing, but that is too funny. Okay, and then where does it go? And then this is where we really get into the science. So you're literally learning chemistry, talking about the periodic table of elements, the different things that are in poo, and why it would be perfect for compost. So then it talks about, like, not all poo though. So it says not all poo is created equal. And then like, there are word searches and planning pages and a crossword. And then there's a whole appendix that I didn't print that has like copy work and coloring pages and all of the things. So super cool unit, just a fun one, but also perfect tie-in with wanting to learn more about the human body, something we're already learning about in like a really fun and interesting way. So that is everything that I printed, but I am sure I'm going to be printing many more resources in there. There are some kind of like really, really interesting in-depth resources in there, all the way down to just really cute, like learning through play activities for your littlest learners. So I wanted to share right away so that you guys had the opportunity to get the bundle while it is in the launch phase. Once the bundle is over, as every other bundle does, and eventually you have to buy things separately. So like my guide will go up on my Etsy shop when the bundle is over, but it is always the greatest value to just get the bundle, unless there's truly just one thing that you want from the bundle. But honestly, guys, you have the files forever, and I pull out stuff from previous bundles all the time. All the time. I feel bad sharing them even over on Instagram when I'm using them, because I'm like, they can't get this bundle anymore. And yeah, so take the opportunity, take the time to go on there and look through and see if you feel like it makes sense for you. But there's also, while you're there, freebies that you can grab with or without purchase. So if you purchase the bundles, you can also grab the freebies while you're there and add them to your bundle. If you end up deciding that you're not going to get the bundle, you can still grab the freebies while you're on the site checking everything out, just as a thank you from us for considering the bundle. So let me know down below if you have any questions about the bundle. If you're new here, introduce yourself down in the comments below. I love to get to know you guys. I need to start giving the disclaimer about this though, because I realize as my account has gotten larger and there are more comments and more videos, and there's just so much going on as a mom, that I often do miss some comments that I'll realize, like there's been comments I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, this person commented 10 months ago. Do I even respond to this, or do I just leave it alone? So sometimes you may get a notification from me on a video that you like, that I responded to your comment on a video from 8 months ago. So I apologize. I never intentionally ignore anyone unless they're just like really hateful and rude, but that doesn't tend to happen on YouTube as much as it happens on Instagram. Anyways, I hope you're having a beautiful spring. It is a beautiful day here in upstate New York, so I'm excited to get outside and enjoy this day. But I had to make sure to share with you guys about this bundle because it is really, really an awesome bundle. So definitely, if you're not already following me over on Instagram, follow me over there at rooted_homelife. I share about all different things over on my page. And I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. And until next time, stay rooted.